Hello and welcome to Round 3 coverage from the 2022 Portland Open presented by Dynamic Discs. Today we are playing at the brand new Glendoveer East property, and you are watching JomezPro with BigSexy commentary, Nate Sexton and Jeremy Koling.
Nate Sexton here, the world's foremost disc golf dad. I know a thing or two about this special time of year.
Dad, why are you hitting so many trees all the time?
JomezPro has got you covered with our Father's Day gift guide.
And why is your bag so boring?
Buddy, I'm trying to record something for Jomez. We have discs, towels, umbrellas, pins, and apparel. Everything a dad needs to look and play his best.
Or we could get wool socks again and see how that plays out.
Yeah, I mean, you could. Or you could head to JomezPro.com and check out our Father's Day gift guide.
I still can't believe how they did me like that. That's just ridiculous. Simon in the lead. Once again, 2 weeks in a row, he is obviously hitting a really nice groove right now. 19 under through 2 rounds at Blue Lake, and that's impressive. Right on his heels, Joel Freeman also playing some incredible disc golf. He had a great last 16 holes yesterday at Blue Lake after the bogey start, finishing, what was it, 7 or 8 or 9? 9. Yeah, that's right, 9 under. Had 11 birdies out there. Garrett also right there, 1 stroke back of the pace set by Simon. He is leading the field in fairways hit and C1 in regulation, over 50% in the circle off the tee and on his approaches on par 4s. That's incredible. And we've got the same lead card. We've got FedEx here. Isaac Robinson, he's 3 back of the lead, tight as we thought it would be. Halfway through the event, new course.
And only 3 OBs for Isaac. That's really good through 2 rounds at Blue Lake. And there's a lot more OB here, as you see quite a bit of black and white territory. This is a tough par 4, hole 1, 670 feet with the elevated basket sloping away to OB behind.
Up first on the tee. You can find him practicing at Maple Hill Disc Golf Course. Let's make some noise for Simon Lizotte.
First round, didn't know his name. Yesterday, I knew his name was Michael. Now I know it's Michael Grummert. And I won't forget. And neither will you when you see suits like that every day. That's juice.
Yeah.
Juice.
Yes.
That's really good.
Gotta love it. That's an aggressive shot. You want to get that turned over, but there is that OB path, so you have to put it perfect.
He dialed in his game at Eudora Park in Fort Collins, Colorado. Let's hear it for Joel Freeman!
I love it. I absolutely love it. Joel going chariot high. If this keeps turning, it's good. If not, I think yeah, it's moving right.
Yeah, I was worried.
Yeah, that was so high. That must be pretty understable.
But that's big. Past the sand trap, he's going to have a great chance to get on the dance floor.
He's playing this tournament with his friend Gene Stuckey in his mind out of Gainesville, Florida. Let's give it up for Garrett Gurthie!
Garrett got the mid-range in hand, going rock 3, and watch out. A glancing blow off the flagpole.
Wow.
And in bounds?
Wow.
Oh my word. He said
maybe miracle. No.
Miracle. Oh, I thought he said
Could be either
American.
one. I mean, it was a flagpole. It was a flagpole.
That's what I thought he was saying.
Toccoa Disc Golf Club. Let's make some noise for Isaac Robinson!
My name is Isaac Robinson from Lawrenceville, Georgia, and I've been playing disc golf for about 15 years. My journey for disc golf kind of started when I was really young. My dad would drag all of us out to the park. I'm the oldest of 8, so there's a lot of siblings, and he would just give my mom a break, and so we'd all go to the park. I don't remember the first time I picked up a disc, but I do remember when I got my first 3, my first legitimate par. I was probably like 6 or 7, and I was just so excited. I threw 2 forehand rollers and then just dropped it in the basket, and that's something I'll always remember. It took me about 6 years till I started playing like seriously, and when I was about 11 or 12, I started playing some tournaments, playing recreational intermediate, and I just really enjoyed it at that point. I realized I was decent at it, and I enjoyed competition. So from there, I just kind of moved on to play pro when I was 15, and never looked back since. It's been a fun journey. My brother Ezra is also pretty good. Actually, he's really good. He went on tour last year and ended up touring through about September, and then went home and got married. So he's hoping to get back out there next year. I know for sure that he's really missing being out here. I've been in school up until 2 weeks ago. I graduated from Toccoa Falls College in Northeast Georgia. It's a small private Christian school, absolutely amazing. I love it up there. There's a lot of people that poured into me and encouraged me and really shaped who I am today. And so it's a time I'll always look back fondly on and remember. I knew I definitely wanted to graduate first and then hit the tour. That's kind of why I've waited. I've played as many events as I can, but graduation was a big thing for me. And I really wanted to finish school and then head out and hit the road. I really try to set an example through what I say, what I do, both on and off the course. So trying not to get frustrated, trying not to control those emotions. Out here, I really want all the glory to go to God. I know He's given me a talent. He's given me a platform to be able to witness to people, and I want to use that. I try to just keep things in the middle, keep them in bounds. A big thing for me is worrying about my own game and playing the best that I know I can, and not really worrying about the score around me. I'm just trying to focus on what can I do well and how can I execute that shot that I know I've practiced a million times.
That is that patented Isaac FedEx Robinson delivery, just no nonsense.
On time, every time.
I'll take that nickname. I'll take Isaac FedEx Robinson. That's that's a fun one. I like it, yeah.
Well, you don't get any say in the matter, buddy. We get to call you whatever we want. And that's looking sent. That's looking, maybe okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh,
yeah.
It looked so good, and then that bunker was coming into play. But yeah, those 4 beautiful drives here on our lead card.
I just can't. I gotta say, I don't detect even a hint of a Southern accent.
No,
What's up with that?
I'm from Charlotte, man. Born and raised in North Carolina. I don't really feel like I have the Southern accent.
I think you got a little.
Do you think I got some twang?
Yeah, you got
right.
some. Let's get back to the action.
Well, I don't want to. Now I'm self-conscious.
No, don't be. It's a good thing.
I don't like the twang.
Come on, man.
Simon with a nice approach right there.
That was a great approach.
This was a shock when I looked at the scoring average. Hardest hole on the course.
Really?
4.3 average in a day where the rain is going to be coming down off and on, and more on than off.
I mean, it's a hard hole
There's
for
a-
sure, but wow.
There are some very difficult holes, especially a lot of them are on the front 9 and a couple towards the end of the back 9. Joel, really nice shot there with the Gator 3 parked. So our card is going to have 4 looks for birdie on the hardest hole in the course. And Isaac going to come up short and right. And fortunate to sit there with the basket not only elevated, but on that mound. Rollaways can happen in a heartbeat as Simon delivers a pure strike birdie.
Isaac in for his par.
Simon becomes the first player in the field to get to 20 under par, and he did it a lot faster than I thought anyone would do. I mean, 10 down, 9 down.
Yes.
At Blue Lake, and then, man, that is getting work done.
2 pars, 2 birdies for the group, and we move on to hole 2. Tough par 3 going downhill and to the right. This is 390 feet with an OB path there on the left side of your screen. This is the FPO basket you're seeing now, and there is the MPO basket. You've also got a sand trap short right. It's totally blind from the tee. I think forehand, big forehand is a play, and I've heard tale of this right here. This is a hyzer off the back of the tee pad.
That just seems so wide to get all the way back, but look at Simon in the circle.
Yeah, I mean, I never looked at it. Half the shots Simon does, I never look at or think about.
Wow.
This is more what you're expecting.
This is looking pretty decent. Joel's got a lot of power with that flex forehand.
Yeah.
Oh, very decent is an understatement. That is parked. Garrett gonna go super high, super wide, get that thing drifting with the rock. Maybe no one's ever done it better with that type of shot. Garrett is so good with his angle control and disc selection. It's just mind-blowing.
3 totally different lines so far. And call it 4.
Yeah.
That is cool.
This needs to get down. I think this is going to go.
This is gone.
Unless it gets a Dougie fur.
Wow, it almost got a double Dougie and got back in.
Long par attempt for Isaac.
Wow. He is so good from 60.
1 second, 2 seconds, and your package is delivered at the front door. Bang.
Wow. Straight off the pole.
So good. I mean, what do you need to think about, I suppose? You've done it before. Just step up and do it. Garrett. Oh, my goodness gracious. Are we about to... Simon's got edge of circle, right?
He may be a little closer.
It looked like he was so close off the tee. What does he have left? Because Joel's parked.
Yeah. I think he's got a birdie.
Oh, my goodness gracious. I think we're about to see a star frame on hole 2, which is just...
Isaac was OB, but...
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, but still.
Everyone 2 shots.
Yes.
That's a star frame to me. Wow.
Impressive.
That's still incredibly impressive. Just 3 under. I mean, if Isaac's just got a traditional 3, that would have still been, wow, 3 under for the card. But to do it all in 2 strokes, that is quite nice.
Hole 3, par 3, 370. This one's a little uphill through a somewhat narrow gap, kind of low ceiling the whole way. OB on the left side.
A couple different options here, but I think maybe Joel will go with the flex forehand, but I think most of these guys are going to go. Oh, this is overturned for Simon.
Oh, and catches a tree.
And looks like Joel's actually got the backhand lined up. Look how he really gets that thumb curled on the top of the flight plate. Helps him control the nose angle. And delivers another beauty. Looking to go 3 under through the first 3 and tie Simon as he's looking for at a par at best, most likely.
And Joel right now is 13 under on his last 18 holes.
Yeah.
And looking to go lower. I mean, the guy is charging.
Yes. This is high, but just getting a little drop, which is very necessary. Just needs to sit down, and yep, edge of circle putt for birdie coming up for Isaac. These are the approach shots that keep you honest. Gap's pretty wide, but there's enough trees there that if you're just a little bit off, you're definitely taking bogeys. Simon doesn't have to worry about that here.
And there's a lot of opportunity for shots like that on this course, I feel. We've got a lot of big trees, long par 4s.
Low ceilings.
And this Joel for another birdie. Yes.
What a start. Fantastic.
One more look. 3 in a row. And a share of the lead.
Doing it in all sorts of ways, too. Backhand turnover, forehand mid-range approach on one, big flex sidearm, backhand turnover, now a big putt. Isaac coming up short with his birdie putt. So that will put Joel tied atop the leaderboard right now with Simon. But yeah, just what you were touching on there, a lot of those 450, 400-foot shots with those low ceilings, and if you hit that low ceiling, you are left with
Yes.
a very honest working person's approach shot. Which
Yes.
your approach game will be put to the test at some point on this course, multiple times usually.
Hole 4, par 3, 450. I think this is a good roller play if it wasn't quite as rainy as it has been. We'll see if these guys can still get it to work. Playing for the birdie, that's probably your most common option. Just want to watch out for a white stake here. Gets past him. I think this is going to be pretty short. Not terrible, though. It's going to have an outside look.
If you rewind that, I think when his disc hits the ground, you see a little water splash up, and you're just going to get some inconsistent results with the rollers.
This one needs to kind of hurry back, and it's starting to do that. Yep.
Oh, that was
scary.
Very close.
And he's going to have a long look as well. A little more open, perhaps, than Joel. See if Garrett goes big turnover.
No, he's got the Roadrunner. I think he's going big roller.
He's going to set this down a little more inbounds, but turning quick. Can it catch a tree?
Yeah, that's a great shot.
That is.
It's hard to turn this too much to the right. So landing the disc vertical, as Garrett did there, it's not your typical long-distance roller, but that's not what this hole is asking for.
Certainly not for him. I mean, he's probably carrying it over 50% in the air. And there's the big turnover line. All solid drives. Everyone's going to have a look. Garrett with the best look.
Oh, it's gotta be way more energy. Way more.
Just drifting a bit there at the end for Simon's birdie look. Good effort. Garrett, a chance to get one on the card and just sails that one over the top. So 4 birdie looks turn into 4 par looks, and Garrett delivers the par save. And the rest will just have tap-ins. And we're about to move on to one of my favorite holes on the course.
Yeah. One of the signature holes, that is for sure.
I feel like if you have the ground to do it, you got to have a hole like this. You got to find a way to design your course to have a shot like this.
Yeah, this one is a huge bomb off the tee pad. Look how tiny the person walking down there is. I mean, you're going way downhill. You got the out of bounds bunkers. Now you can see, or hazard bunkers, I should say, out of bounds golf greens, and the little water carry right at the end of the hole. You can see it here. Best play is just short of the bunkers or right of the bunkers. And that's going to leave you somewhere in the high 300s probably if you throw quite a good shot. Maybe low 300s if you really get on top of one.
Joel just going as far left, and that's going to set up a long approach, maybe 400-ish, maybe 370, somewhere in that range.
But a good angle.
But a good angle, and there shouldn't be much in the way. And Simon also playing for the wide left.
Interesting.
Slightly surprised to see them not try to go for a little bit more of the turnover off the tee. That will be a lengthy approach for Simon. Maybe not difficult, but lengthy.
Everybody liking the left side. I guess if you really want to throw a backhand in, That makes a lot of sense. If that's your dominant shot, to get out here left, set yourself up for an open, natural backhand flat to fade.
And Isaac going for a similar shot. He doesn't do the big angles. He likes to get him flat right out of the hand as early as possible. And look at that. That's the longest one of the group.
They're all very close to each other, though. Ooh, a lot of turn. Can it stay in bounds?
It
Can.
is.
Wow.
At probably the farthest point of that little riverbed. Just barely clearing, staying in. A little bit more direct line for Garrett. This is going to fade left and find itself just inside the circle. It's going to be an elevated putt for the birdie. This is going to need to flex a little bit with that big tree there on the left to get the width that he needs. Does he have the carry? He does, and gets up the hill. That's a beautiful shot.
Really nice.
And this looks really nice for Isaac, going straight at it.
Wow.
Incredible shot.
Almost running the basket there. See how close this got. Looked to be tracking beautifully, just maybe 5 feet short.
Yes. I love how they slowed it down right there at the end to see how close that came.
Simon's birdie look just a little short.
And Garrett's birdie look isn't short. It's in. It's been putting pretty well this weekend so far. I mean, one thing we never doubt about Garrett's ability on the course is his drive is going to be stellar. He's always going to be right up there at the top of the field in strokes gained from the tee. It's when that putter is also going in, you see him where you see him right now. On the lead card, making moves, doing big things. 27 players birdied that hole. I just feel like that's such a high number with all the out of bounds and the length in that hole.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful hole, though, and I'm really... Hats off to the course designer. Course designers. There's multiple.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Oh, okay. I thought that was a seizure. I'm glad you're all right. Joel Freeman takes the lead there.
Yes, he does. Nothing to joke about, obviously. Joel's gonna hang this one out a bit too wide. The play here is that backhand flex. It opens up the gap the widest. Bit of a low ceiling, as you see, but Garrett has no problem with that ceiling whatsoever. Just these last trees, that's the one you got to beat.
Barely too overstable.
If this has a stable finish, this is going to be good. And it is. It's going to be a look. About 43 feet. Yep, this is the line. This is the line. Just getting around that tree. And also coming up short. I thought he had a little bit more momentum behind that one, but still very nice for Simon. Isaac delivers again. Beautiful birdie putt.
This is such a nice birdie to get.
It's right there in front of you, but it just seems to be elusive.
Well, there's a lot of big trees. I mean, it's really well guarded. Simon catches it as well.
Nice angle out of the hand. A little tiny Anheuser. Trees were just barely in the way. Right at the edge of the circle. Beautiful. That's going to tie Simon with Joel now. I feel like the front nine is the harder of the two nines, in my opinion, to get birdies. It just doesn't seem to be a note that these guys read or saw anywhere, because they're just delivering birdies. You know, every single hole has had birdies so far.
Yeah, they're not really in a hard to get, and birdies are not kind of in the same sentence.
Yeah,
at
it
the
shouldn't
moment.
be.
And these guys are playing great. I mean, lead card. That's how it is. When you're firing on all cylinders, which all of these guys are at the moment. Hole 7, par 4, 680. This one is steeply uphill to start with a mandatory on the right, forcing you to stay left. You pretty much have to reach the top of the hill to have a chance to play for birdie.
And even then, you're going to have if you don't completely clear the hill, which is so difficult with this low ceiling that you have right off the gap, you're going to have to go uphill with a muddy run-up. So one way to navigate that is to go roller, and Simon has done that really nice. And not only that, he's going right, which opens up the angle for the approach in a really good way.
Nice shot.
That roller went about at 315 feet, but for all intents and purposes, that's a 480-foot shot.
I agree. Gonna be a little bit short of ideal there. I just don't think, with the uphill run up, the wet grass, I don't know that the pin is reachable from there.
Oh boy. Oh boy. This is looking really good. And it's still up there just where Simon's is, but that angle looks so good out of the hand. But going up the muddy hill with all the rain on a dry day, that probably goes another 50, 60 feet.
See if Joel can get any kind of look from there. This looks to be thrown hard. Just doesn't seem to be swinging in left at all. No real OB to speak of on this hole, though, so you can afford to get pretty aggressive on the second shot. This is going to be similar, a little bit more swing, but not enough to really reach the green.
Outside look with a low ceiling in the way for Isaac on his third coming up. Even Garrett's still having to run uphill, and I think Simon is as well, which is just, I mean, to get past that uphill climb the whole way requires a drive that even Simon and Garrett didn't quite get to.
Miss these trees.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's wonderful. He's looking great to retake that solo lead. Or is he?
Or hold on a second.
Oh, man. That was a really good bid from about 80 feet. Just short of the chains.
Oh, Isaac's really thinking about this one for a long time. That was at least one extra pump fake.
Can y'all hold still, please? Right out the corner of my eye. Sorry.
Oh, man.
Great effort.
Ooh, a little low, but in.
That is a good birdie to get. Hole 7, averaging just over par. Just not one that was birdied by many players. 17 on the day, which is, it's a pretty high number considering how difficult it is to get yourself into a position to even access a second throw.
crowd was so spectacular today. Just the energy from you all was just amazing.
I love you, Oregon!
I'm not to be underestimated. Like, I'm really not. I've got something to prove. I'm literally going to be one of the best in the world. It's as simple as that. Don't underestimate me.
That was rad.
Looking at hole 8 here, par 4, just 615 feet and downhill. Kind of a design looking to tempt the big throwers to go for that eagle 2. If they can get something out of this gap, moving right and swinging back left, definitely possible for the guys in this group. The aggressive play is the backhand. This does not look like it has any kind of fade in it, but it does stay inbounds.
This hole is an homage to the Genius hole at Milo MacGyver Park. Don't quite have the similar airspace available, but downhill, reachable par 4 is the design idea.
Probably one of the most fun design ideas you could possibly come up with. I mean,
I love it.
To give people the opportunity to go big. This is the safe play if you've got it. Swinging this forehand out wide, almost nothing out here, but nice green grass. And he'll have just that one giant tree in between him and the basket. And it's only about 5 feet from the basket. So he should be looking great from there.
And once again, Garrett not able to get his focus. Garrett having to...
Oh, man.
Yeah, you hate that. It's just... It's frustrating. You don't want to, as a player, have to be the person to tell someone to stop walking.
Sure.
You know, and you just...
I would say as a general rule, just to spectators everywhere, you can be in the field of vision. Just stay, just as long as you're still, wherever you are.
Okay, so this shows how easy this hole is. Garrett hits first tree available, maybe second tree available, and he's inside the circle putting for birdie still. Easiest hole in the course, 3.33 average, right there at must-get territory. And look at that thing just stop there on the dime for Isaac. Joel's approach shot nestles and a little swirly bird under the basket.
Simon doesn't like it, asking for it to sit down. I don't know why exactly.
I believe that's called Flappy Bird is what they're calling that, when Simon starts flapping the wings. Love it.
Garrett to -3 on the day through 8, 21 overall.
The momentary lapse of focus and the misdelivered tee shot does not affect him in score. He was able to pick up the birdie that you must get here on hole 8 and is not going to lose any strokes to the field or to this card.
And as we look at these little tap-ins, I have got to shout out one Kevin Jones, who I played with today. He went roller up the middle to 3 feet. Drop-in eagle. Phenomenal shot. One of the best shots I've seen this year.
It's hard to imagine. Obviously the only player in the field to get that eagle.
And it wasn't the throw-in. I mean, it absolutely parked. He rolled it around the bottom of the basket. It was incredible. Hole 9, par 4, uphill 645 with mandatories on both sides. So the players got to go up the middle. We are, of course, going to that red basket with one last layer of protection in the form of 5 to 6 nice big trees. These guys would like to just get as much distance as they can Simon looks like he's looking for that left side, try to open things up a little bit, and why not? I mean, that looks pretty good.
I like that.
I think the roller is also a good play here. Just want to not be behind these trees you can see straight ahead. Any side you want to pick will be just fine.
And that's even maybe nicer for Isaac. A little bit straighter. A little bit more distance. See Joel lining up the roller. This is going to be, connecting on an early tree. Not in birdie range now. And Garrett going hyzer as well. This pin is protected by one of the prettiest green areas that I think I've really ever seen. It's just these beautiful Douglas firs up there, but then nice flowers and a whimsical little wooden fence post and a winding path, and it's very nice. It's a good find.
Garrett needs this to swing in. Plenty of distance. Yeah. Yes. Inside circle.
See if Simon can throw a good approach and build on this turkey that he's sitting on right now, right over the flowers. And it looks like he's going to be guarded by one of those big trees, but I don't think he's going to be that far away.
I don't either. Turnover around the tree, starting to fade. Friendly-ish kick. Similar spot to Simon, perhaps.
This is right up there with those little approaches we were talking about on the front. Oh, no.
Not nice.
It's just so many things around that you just have to avoid. And, he did everything that he could to get it to the green. Just an unfortunate stand-up roll. Now he's going to make this for the par. And trying to roll away again. So Simon a little bit farther back, maybe 35, and he does build on that turkey streak. And that's going to be 2 shots now on Joel, who he was just tied with, but now, oh no, he wasn't. I'm sorry. I read that 3 as a 5. So he's going to have 4 strokes now.
Yeah.
And Garrett delivers also beautiful birdie putts. So now Garrett's going to jump up to 23 and Joel's going to go down to 22. They're going to do a little flip-flop. And Isaac 4 under on the front 9. And if it weren't for that little pesky roll away from Joel's approach, we would have just had a clean front 9 from these guys. But unfortunately, Joel will surrender a bogey on the final hole in the front 9.
Simon with the little flourish there at the end on a run of 4 straight birdies, growing his lead to 3 shots, 6 under, like you said, through 9. That's fantastic. Starting to look like he's maybe going to take control here.
Well, I mean, he's just in a groove. I mean, we've talked about it multiple times. He's finding himself at a really good place in his game. He's making some terrific putts, and he's not finding himself in trouble at any time. He had 1 approach shot the entire front 9. He made it look easy. Other than that, he's just had birdie looks. And that's the recipe to do well, I suppose. When the leader shoots the hot round the front 9, good things are going for that person.
Absolutely. Thank you guys in the Founders Club for your support. Please remember to like and subscribe to help us grow the channel and bring you the coverage. Come on back for the back 9, round 3 coverage. If you want to, get an umbrella, pop that thing open on your couch if you want to be anything like the players, because the rain is blowing in.
Like and subscribe, y'all.